Hello my friends, you're watching XAUUSD, and in this video I will share with you trading results for February, also this week, and we will have a quick overview on gold, what possibly I'm going to expect this coming week. And as usual guys, so if you are watching my channel, you do know that I use my strategy, and now I'm also using a new strategy. So I on my main account it's a combine of my strategy and the new one, and another account I'm going to show you again. If you saw from the previous video, it's a cent account where I use only that new strategy. It's actually an EA, and as you know, I do not really trust EA's trading completely automatically. So that's why I wanted to try it on a cent account to see what's going to happen, okay? Because I see it's very good perspective, let's say, because in February it did really well. So that using my strategy with the EA on my main account, it was a very good profit. So I was quite impressed, and I want to show you the result, right? So as you can see, that's my main account, and I already have here over 130,000. And you can see I'm showing you right now, it's nothing is floating. So you can see also on the screen here on the main chart, it's nothing floating on this account. And this is the well, I'm just going to show you. It's a month already is showing from 1st of February. And I'm going to do it, well, let's do 28th of February exactly, but you know, usually it could be some open trades, so it could be plus minus, but anyway, in that period of time. So that's, you can see the result. So it made 30,000, yes guys. So that's but this again is combined. So I'm using my strategy I was using in February, and also that new EA I was using it, applying it together, watching it, turning on, turning off. So I'm trying to see where the best to use it. And really good moments we had, it was I was showing you the results, I think it was like previous week when it was really good. And I want to see what's going to happen this month. Okay, so I'm going to show you now the results for this week, and it's going to be from, well, I'm going to put from there till whatever date is there. So you can see at this moment it's already showing 11,000. So again, this is combining with my strategy. So if you follow me, you ain't gonna have the same result, guys, because I have with my strategy is only few trades, and I have been sending signals through Telegram channel, which is XAUUSD, absolutely free. So you know, one signal or two signals I'm sending. Okay, if you're watching for the first time, the one signal is, for me, is late night, it's around midnight, 11 p.m. London time, and another signal I would look during the day. So we had this week all the signals closed with profits. Some had losses. As you can see, actually right now the lot sizes, for example, I have here quite big, 470 and 850 even. Yes, it was one of the trades, and it was in recovery, so the lot size gone quite high on one of the trades, but everything at the end closed out with the profit. So that was all done perfectly, plus the new EA, and I got a good result. So well, let's see how it's going to go in March. But this one, like I'm saying, I'm controlling it with turning on, turning off, and still analyzing the process. So now I'm going to show you the my cent account here, and so this okay, let's just I'll show you this month. Okay, so we'll go for custom period. We do have the same result, the same period from 1st of February to 28th of February exactly. And what we're going to have, so the result is $965. So if it would have been 40,000 account, so that would be 965. So it's a cent account, so it's $9. So it made $9. But this also for February, where I was using my strategy and the new EA was using only last week. Okay, so this one is now in March. So I'll show you this week. This is only using the EA, so the new strategy, and I'm not using my strategy on this at all. So as you can see, at this moment the first week is end up with a loss, $167 right now, which is only $1.60 on the cent account, but that's the at this moment, and that's what I want to see, how bad the drawdown can go, and just relying on this EA. And you can see the floating also at this moment here is minus 535, so minus $5, so 535. That's yes, that's the open positions. Also you can see here on the chart is minus 535. So we will see what's going to be next week. Okay, so the point is with the strategy, it's averaging and martingale. And I know I've seen a lot of EAs with that, and I tried a lot of EAs, people sending me, and usually, yes, they go to the point where it can blow the account easily. So as you can see, like the market went up quite a lot, and now we need a bit of a correction, pullback, to actually close that all with profit. But this one, slightly different strategy is also used in this one, so that's why I quite like it. Well, we will see how it will go. Okay, so like I'm saying, I usually wouldn't like to use those type of EAs, but I thought I'll try with this one. So let's see. And let's see what the lot size at this moment is gone to 0.12. Okay, so what I liked about a possibility of this one, because as you see with my strategy, the lot size can go also quite high. And with this one, I don't know yet, so it's at this moment it's gone to 0.12 and it's in a loss, which I wouldn't count as a loss. It's just temporarily floating, but not, let's say it's not lost yet, right? So that's why we will see how big, if gold will continue higher, how big the lot size will grow, and how the EA will cope with this. And I'm not touching this, so I'm saying I'm not touching it. With other account, I turn it on and turn it off at specific moment where I think the best, and it worked really well. But on this one, I just decided to leave it completely automated without touching it. So that's what I'm saying, guys. To be honest, the best with EAs, like even with mine, people asking can use it fully automated. Yes, you can, but I don't recommend using it fully automated. You can use a lot of EAs, but still, in my opinion, to use them semi-automated, you still have to keep an eye on them, like you see in these two examples. On this one I had been watching, and the other one I decided just to place it, and well, let's see what happens. Okay, so at this moment I can't say anything. I mean, even 40,000 accounts should be enough if it would be not cent, but whole 45,000. But I want to try to see how it works, and to try to apply it on a small account, like maybe 5,000 account. Okay, so to see if it's possible to use one of those type of EAs, which is averaging, martingaling on this on the small accounts, but with maybe watching it. So let's see how it goes. So and now just a quick overview on the gold. Like I'm saying, guys, I will still continue. Of course, I looked a little bit less for less trades, because yes, the previous month was just a great result. Like I'm saying, I may just sit and have a rest from trading, because the result was great, but I continue still trading because no plans at this moment to go anywhere, so just why not to continue, right? To do things. And of course I will be sending the signals still with my strategy. And for my strategies, you know, there is no really not very that important which way the market goes, right? So and we're just going to see expectation possible, but the orders will be placed, well, just check my Telegram channel if you haven't seen yet what my orders look like, my signals. Well, I'm sharing just with my orders, like I'm saying, guys, that's how I place it, and it's up to you if you want to follow, you just want to watch, see my progress or something else. Like I'm saying, it's a very high risk, always use money management, okay? It's all up to you, all risks, and making money, losing money, it's all your decisions, okay? So I just share with you my ideas, what I do. Yeah, let's see, that's the week we had. And this week, you see, gold had correction, which I was expecting last week, right? When we were here, and I was saying that my expectation would be for a bit of a correction from the level 38, but previous week it decided to fall a little bit further, didn't reach 50 of the Fibonacci levels, but decided to this week to go for more correction. So that correction was not a surprise, it was expected, but except last week I was expecting to go a little bit further down and then go for correction, but you see, it doesn't matter. So the anyway, the expectation was pretty much exactly, not exactly, but one of the expectation, right? One of the scenario of what could happen. So obviously there was some news, and with those news it was quite like pushed a little bit, taking advantage. I was telling you about that the main news will be this coming week, right? So we will have Fed have commentary, so that would be a really possibly good move on this, and then we will have non-farm payrolls. Well, non-farm payrolls, I would presume, going to be not as good as it was previously. The number probably will be lower, so here we might have quite a lot of volatility, and movements could be one and another way, right? So whatever Fed going to say, market is going to accept. My expectation would be, of course, that they're going to say still continue, like we'll look at the numbers all the same, and then we will see, but probably still continue rising rates. So that might move market one direction, and then on Friday, when the news for non-farm will come out, it probably will change the direction. So possibly that's how I see it, or we Fed one direction and then something surprised on Friday, and then we'll continue the same direction. Could be like this. So you see, it doesn't matter. Expecting scenarios, what we need is big moves, okay? So with my strategy, I really need big moves or enough moves, like if we're going for bigger profit, yes. If we're going for the smaller profit, like the first, like I'm telling you, the starting point, as you can see, I have 180 points, I changed, we had 200, but we had few losing trades, which we recovered anyway, but they were with a bit bigger profit, so that's why I changed it a little bit smaller to catch not very big moves, because the week was a little bit more expectation of this news for this coming week. I mean, still had good move, it was still good move, but this week is going to be stronger. So of course, with all of this, my expectation would be, yes, we might continue for a little bit more correction. That was I was showing previously, to get to around this point, which is, well, we can see it's 1865, 70, 80, so yes, my expectation we might continue a little bit further, and then wherever the news, it might started to go back. For example, it had enough of this correction, and then it started with the news going down, a little bit of waiting, slowing down, and then maybe continue further down to, again, 50 and 61 of the Fibonacci levels, right? So yes, that's how I would more expecting it that way, that it might do so. Of course, on the other hand, before the news, it might would want to do any movements because it's already had enough, and then might just sit and consolidate, and then with the news either decide to continue way up or started to fall again, and then next news the same, slightly consolidation, and then wherever decided to pick the movements. Like I'm saying, for the next week it's quite hard to say what we can expect. So that's why I'm leaving these levels like this, but also, guys, I want to show you, for example, to see if you are following, to want to know how far this correction can go, right? So we have 38, which is roughly in this area of 1860, well, you see, before 1870, so you see, it could be that's the first level, and then of course we do have another like 50, and it could be even 1900, right? This possibly could be before all of this news this week coming. So yes, I will not one of the scenarios, it could be that gold will go and reach 1900, something like this, because we do have 1561 of this downtrend. So I will not be surprised if it might do something like that. Who knows how the market will accept those news this week, especially like I'm saying, the non-farm I would expect it's probably going to be lower number. Well, they forecasting lower number, and I would think yes, because the previous month it was huge number, right, very big. So I don't think it's going to be bigger, and that's why gold might take an advantage. If there would be not strong comments from Fed, then yeah, gold might continue and run up to this number easily. So maybe lowers, but 50.61. So that's how, for example, if I would be looking into where correction could go, then it would be about like that. Okay, so I'm going to remove, and then of course we will have afterwards new news and something else is going to happen. But this moment I still kind of more bearish with gold. Okay, but at this not at this moment. This moment I'm more into correction, like I was saying previous week, but still bearish. That's how I see at some point. And also that's also with Fibonacci. Now with the levels, with the trend levels, we can do is to do something like that, and then you have a bit of that downtrend channel, right? So you have the one top, lots of we have touches here, and our move might go to it's 23 of the other Fibonacci levels, but still again about 1880, right? So that move could be stopped around here. Well, we have previous stop and maybe breakout, and then possibly to continue in downtrend again. Okay, so that's how I see all of these scenarios, guys. At this moment I'm going to remove that channel, so let's see if it will, I will place the other channel if it will break out from this one. Okay, so at this moment I'm using that one for looking for my orders. If you watched, you noticed that I have used my orders using those levels. Like for example, the last one was around this area in the middle. Unfortunately, I cancelled. I had a buy pending order and sell pending order, and we had a sell, for example, on Friday. It was profitable trade, and then buy, I cancelled it. My expectation was yes that we might continue the way down, but you see it's changed the direction. I mean, it was Friday, so I thought, okay, we had one trade here, it's enough. But you see the market turned around and actually continued. So, but using that level, and yeah. So I do use those levels to look for. We had some other trades around. You can see again, can check on the Telegram channel. But that's one of the examples, just giving you what I have those levels for. So I don't really rely exactly on like yes, it going up, touching one or another. It's just expectation. It goes to one of the levels, perfect, stops there. Then I look for the possible entry point. So like we did, like I did in some areas here. So at this moment, as you can see, the little bit slowing down here. And that's what I would say how I use those levels, right? So from here, for example, if it's opening of the market, it will sit in here. Then I'm just looking, is it enough? You see, like for example, yeah, 50 something pips, which is 500 points, which is my first take profits 180 and moving stop loss into break even. That should be enough if the market will decide to continue that way, and of course it would be quite enough to go back down. So yes, I will be looking at this area, except I don't think with the opening of the market it will sit in here. I think with the opening of the market we will it might straight away to continue to go up, or maybe go a little bit more down. So but you never know. So we will see if it will if it will sit in here. So like if not, I will just not going to place orders on Sunday, Monday opening, and wait if it will maybe go higher and then stop out there somewhere, or maybe go a little bit low and stop and then start it to consolidate. Like I'm saying, because the news are going to be we're going to have Fed like somewhere like Wednesday, I think. We'll need to check the calendar obviously, and before that that it might like I'm saying go a little bit high and then sit for a while, go a little bit low and sit for a while. So that's why we will see, maybe just wait before the news, more placing the orders than do it much earlier, especially if the market has already had a good move. They already had a good move, and it might just have a little bit of resting. Okay, and when it's resting, that's kind of a little bit when it rested too much, then they started to have all those pins, up, down, and we don't really want that. That's why really I like to do it a bit closer to the bigger move, to the news or something. But like I'm saying, I have a big account, so if I see a bit better option, I can increase the lot size when it's just something like that, expecting a bit more consolidation. So I do expect there could be losing trades and more recovery, so I'm using the same smaller lot size, 0.2. Now on such a big account, it's very small lot size. That's why I warn you guys, money management, okay guys? So don't place like 0.2 on like 5,000 or even 10,000 account, okay? So I would say start with 0.02. Okay, yes, on the 10,000, 0.02, because with the you saw recovery, I had the lot size gone to like 8, which is still okay for this big account, but on a 10,000 account you wouldn't want to have something like that. Okay, so that's why 0.02 is maximum, I would say, lot size. Slowly growing is better than losing. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna finish now. So happy trading, everyone, and like, subscribe, press the bell so you wouldn't miss my new videos, and of course join my Telegram channel, and see you next time. Bye everyone.